Hey everybody, welcome to episode 7 of this series. To recap, in this series I will go over the basic DPS rotations for each class. These aren't intended to represent the absolute best DPS rotations possible, but are basic rotations that are still capable of putting out near optimal DPS. Today we'll be talking about the Warrior. Warrior is an offensive support class that brings medium tier DPS, but god tier buffing to its allies. Despite being sometimes described as a banner bot, the Warrior has a very fluid and very fun DPS rotation, and the difference between a good rotation and a poor one has a noticeable effect on your performance. So for the rotation itself, we'll start in our Axe Mace set, and we will lead with Cyclone Axe for a quick burst of Vuln, followed by Crushing Blow for an even bigger burst of vulnerability. Afterwards, we'll use Tremor to land a very powerful attack. Now remember, in an organized group that is managing boss Defiant stacks, you don't want to use Tremor unless the boss has Defiant already. Because if you do, and you put Defiant on him, you might screw up the Elementalist Deep Freeze. So just kind of gauge your group and figure out whether or not they're going to be freezing the boss. If they are, maybe hold back on the Tremor till they've done it. Generally speaking, if you have the time to do Cyclone Axe and Crushing Blow, I mean, the boss should already be freezed if the Elementalists know what they're doing, so the Tremor should be fine to use. Other times you might want to save the Tremor. Your group might need you to CC at some point later, and will require you to save it. It's really just about knowing your spots and doing it correctly. So after the Tremor, or the Crushing Blow as it were, you're going to want to swap to Greatsword and do 100 Blades, followed by Whirlwind Attack. If you are not up against a wall, the Whirlwind Attack should open up some space between you and the boss, which is a perfect time to toss your Blade Trail. Now remember, do not use Blade Trail if the boss is pushed up against the wall, because it won't be a DPS increase for your team. After you've thrown the Blade Trail, you can close the gap to the boss with the Rush, and the Rush will hit about the same time as the second hit of Blade Trail. After the Rush is on cooldown, you're going to do a few Greatsword auto attacks, at which point your 100 Blades should come off cooldown, and you'll want to 100 Blades again, followed by Whirlwind Attack. After this Whirlwind Attack, you're going to want to swap back to the Axe Mace set, and you will have your Cyclone Axe, Crushing Blow, and your Tremor should be off cooldown again. So you'll go through and do those again. And then you'll proceed to do one auto attack chain with the axe, and you'll be able to swap back to Greatsword. All your skills will be off cooldown, and you can go back into the 100 Blades, Whirlwind, Blade Trail, Rush rotation again. And this rotation is endlessly repeatable, and I will show you how it looks in action coming up next. Alright guys, so that's it. That's the basic Warrior PvE DPS rotation. I hope you guys enjoyed this guide, and if you have any questions or any Warrior tips to share, please feel free to hit up the comments, and I will see you guys next time with the last episode in the series, which, as you may have guessed, is the Elementalist. Alright guys, thanks for watching.